Welcome to the Hey Jimmy podcast. For years, these five fools have spent way too much time together debating the most idiotic notions. Now they are recording for your pleasure. Put on your thinking caps and strap in for some weird and wild talking points.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Oh, man.
Off to
It's really
another
nice outside.
beginning.
Yeah, a new beginning. This is finally, I mean, it's been a chore, right? To finish the last of the whiskey that was left over from the wedding. So.
Sounds like
How about
such a chore. How did you
those
ever
pies?
get by without it?
We still have 8 pies left.
8? That's not too bad.
And
And
I just wanna
especially
say-
considering this is a very pie-oriented holiday coming up.
Yeah, I got super drunk like the week after we got back, and I straight up took a frozen chocolate pecan pie out of the freezer, and just ate it out of the freezer.
Sounds amazing.
It's still good.
I bet.
Still delicious.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong there.
Probably would have tasted better if I put it, like heated it up.
Let it thaw it
and
out.
Everything.
Thaw
But
out a
no,
little bit.
it was like eating like a fudgicle,
Yeah.
but with pie crust attached to it too.
I mean, those were some damn good pies.
Yeah, well, I did it. It was good. I won't do that with the apple pie or the pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
They were really good pies.
Okay. So today's topic, let's spin the wheel. Give me a second. I think I do. Where did I put it? They were really good pies. Shout out to Edge of Sweetness. If you want to sponsor us, that'd be great. Edge of Sweetness.
We're
Right here
trying
in
to keep
Edgewater,
personal talk
in
out
Chicago,
of it, but
where I
Mick
live.
did just get married. Woo!
I did just get married. Woo! Now I have a drinking problem. Okay, let's spin the wheel.
How any
Oh,
healthy marriage
sorry, that-
starts.
It's okay. That
Nope.
works so well.
I apparently accidentally reprogrammed that button.
It's okay. That was funny.
Hang on. No, I got the
the
actual.
beginning of the
I got
end.
the actual one here.
Okay, now spin the wheel. Now spin the wheel.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. I think we should have that play when
And the lucky number is
Right.
53.
So number 53 is. What would underwear look like if your private parts were on a different part of your body?
That's a stellar
ask.
question to debate. What, so you're just assuming that your asshole and your other parts would be on your face?
well, this is also presumptuous.
Like what-
Presumptuous that everyone wears underwear.
Well, my mouth already spews out shit.
Yeah.
It's
so-
true. People do go commando.
Yeah,
if
true.
you already if you don't wear underwear, it doesn't matter where else it is.
I mean,
sure
what if
Carrie
you're
Ann would
like,
love
what
that.
if it was like instead of having nipples, you had a penis on one side and you had an asshole on the other?
That'd be really weird.
I mean, people have uneven boobs.
I mean,
so I think
yes, that would be really weird. But then everybody would wear something bra-esque,
That's true.
right?
would they though? I'm just saying, people go commando. I'm just saying, there's plenty of people that don't wear underwear, and changing the placement of your genitalia is not going to change that. I mean, even if you had a dick on your chest instead of a nipple, you wear a shirt. It doesn't mean you're necessarily wearing underwear. I'm just saying. I wear underwear, by the way, but I'm just saying, not everybody wears underwear.
It'd be a little harder to hide the boner.
But then what's the point of underwear? So if underwear has a certain point and we're saying it's not an appearance thing, it's a functionality thing, then why do we wear underwear at all?
Keep the shit stains
to
off your
begin
pants.
with. That was very direct, Steve. Do you have a problem with
No.
that?
That's just the first thing that came to mind.
Is it like to keep? Is it
I mean, society has convinced us we needed it.
let's look it up. Like, what's the point of underpants?
It depends. I mean, I do, to keep your pants from rubbing on your genitalia, I guess. I don't know. Maybe some people obviously like that if they don't wear underwear.
It's underwear was developed just to keep your outer garments from being soiled by perspiration, urine, semen, pre-seminal fluid,
Holy shit, I was
feces,
right.
and vaginal discharge and blood.
That was a guess. That was just a random
That's
thing
the
I was
only
saying.
reason why we wear women's brasiers. I don't know why it says brasiers. Just say bra. Like everything else is modern. We're reading off the internet. Provide support
Technical
for
term.
breasts,
That's actually
and
the
men's
technical
briefs
term
serve
for
the
it.
same function for male. So what they're saying is that there's function and form. So like underwear is meant to keep the ball sack, up and in place, just like bras are for women.
Prevent saggage.
I don't know how that, so then where do we go from there? What if it was like your butthole was
Well, it
like,
also
right
depends
in the middle
on-
of your chest,
it
your
also-
penis was here, and then your testicles were where your nipples were.
Well, it also sounds like it depends on what type of underwear you're talking about, because now if you're talking about, bras versus, panties or briefs, I mean, they cover. It's like different. They have different functions.
But right, like this is what we're here to do. This is the work we're trying to do.
See, I think we're missing the important part of this is that if our body parts are in a different part of our body, how we go to the bathroom now changes. So how do bathrooms look?
I don't know if I want to go there. I mean, the question was about underwear. I don't want to talk about how I'm going to function with my genitalia moved.
Yeah.
I mean, God, it's hard enough having tits.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about this. Like, okay, let's make a choice. Let's make a choice of where these where they if it's in a different place in your body. Let's localize it and say this is the place where they would be, and then try and figure out how underwear would be formulated to fit that.
All right, I want to start with the butthole being the belly button because the belly button is effectively useless after your.
Okay.
So just throwing that out there.
Okay. So belly button, asshole.
With your quick answer, it sounds like you've thought of this before.
No, I've just thought about it for a total of 3 seconds that I went with the most comedic answer.
I don't know if it was comedic.
Okay.
It was the most basic, though.
Fine. Mm.
Oh.
Wow, don't be butthurt about it or stomach hurt about it.
Don't be belly button hurt, Steve.
Yeah,
Now your belly. Wait,
he's gonna go overboard with this
I'm
soundboard,
not.
and someone's gonna
I'm
take it
not.
away from him.
I did it because that was fine. I deserve that.
so wait, the belly button is now the anus.
Okay, so then, so let's go with that. Let's say belly button is now your anus, and then where would the other parts of the genitalia go?
On your head, on top of your head.
On top of your head.
What
Yeah.
what on top of
On
your
top
head?
of your head. So your vagina.
Yeah, or a big dickhead. Now you're literally a dickhead.
Okay, all right.
So dick and vagina go on the head. Okay, so that means that underwear would be 2-part. If your asshole was on your belly button and your everything else was up top, you would need 2-part underwear, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus boobs. You still have boobs.
So what does that underwear look
Yeah,
like?
we just
Like a helmet.
You would still have boobs. So wait, so would you combine like your bra with like some sort
I don't
of
think you
covering
could
for your
because they have
asshole
different functions. The
that's now on
bra
your stomach?
is for support to keep your tits up, and then the underwear is just to cover your asshole, literally. So it would probably be a very uncomfortable garment if it was functioning for both at the same time.
So would it look like one of those
Corsets.
I don't know. Personally,
whatever.
I'd go for separate pieces.
would it not corset?
Yeah, sure. I don't
A
know what they're
corset?
called. I don't wear one. I don't fit in one.
We're just gonna have a session. We're gonna have a session that is just about Steve mispronouncing words.
I
That's
could
gonna be
have
great.
said it was a quartet.
Okay, so then what would it look like? Would it look like one of those Shaq commercials where he puts like the icy hot patch, like the glue, but it would be on your stomach? So like is it like a glued thing that like stays there, almost like an adult diaper?
I don't think that would be
thing?
comfortable. I think
Or is
maybe
it
it'd have
something
to
that
be
like wraps around?
yeah, like a sweatband kind of thing that goes around so that it can stay in place.
Like a full stomach sweatband.
I saw a guy at Walmart with a face mask that just went around his mouth,
Yeah.
and you could have something like that except for your belly button.
Well, that's a whole different thing we can get into.
I'm saying, but you could do the same thing, just like strap it around your belly button.
Okay. So then my question here is like, would you then have different versions of that? So like would you have like an athletic version of that? So like when you're running, you don't like
Hold up.
sweat down.
Fucking
You know what I mean?
forget
Like,
underwear.
you know-
What are toilets gonna look like? Because
That's what I was
how are you
saying.
how are you gonna go to the bathroom from your stomach,
That's
like
what Steve
laying
was
on a
saying.
fucking toilet?
Well, but okay.
And
No,
then-
it's like a urinal. You just like
Yeah, you just belly up.
Yeah,
and you
what
go,
what can
"Womp."
go wrong?
Yeah, it's like I'm just imagining, somebody who has one of those gassy shits and it just sprays
Wow.
out everywhere on the walls and shit.
Speaking from experience? Question mark.
Yes, clearly I have an
Pre-thought
asshole
of
on my belly
this.
button. No, again, this is just things when you're thinking of.
Was
this
this your
topic,
question,
When you think
Steve?
of a topic, you have to think about everything. No, this was not.
Okay, well here's the thing. So now if you have that, I'm pretty sure there's an Alex one, so it's pretty funny that he's not here. So now what happens when you have to pee and you have to
I think
Shit.
urinals become like like
does that mean like you have to have a head height?
Do we have
thing
to
for
learn how
your
to do
penis or vagina
handstands?
on your head and
I'm
then
saying that I
something
think
at your stomach?
urinals- No, I don't know about that. I was gonna say the urinals I picture being more elevated than they were prior. For us, like for guys, like they had that standing one. Those are more up.
Yeah, but a urinal would have never been invented if our bodies were in shape
Well,
like
we
this.
just
so
would
you
have
can't
had
think that
we
way.
would have had a different one. So I'm saying, like, if it's a little higher off the ground, now we're just crapping into it.
Your
and then-
mechanics work differently. That's really nice that you can think of uploading your fucking urinal. You can't aim when you have a vagina, okay? It doesn't work like that. So that's why I'm
my
asking
point-
you.
Yeah,
What
but
are
okay, but like
toilets gonna
if
look
you
like?
if men and women both have their genitalia on their heads in the same spots, then
And
you're going to be able to control
Yes,
that a
I
lot
get that.
easier in a standing position.
no, you cannot control how pee comes out of a vagina. It doesn't work like that. It's not like it's
You
not
just
something
tilt
you
your
can
head
fucking
in the
hold
direction
and
of the
aim.
toilet.
I love that Steve thinks he knows what he's talking about.
I don't. I'm just saying, like, just point. we point because we have a
Listen,
hose.
I'm just trying to tell you, you should quit while you're ahead.
Okay, well here's a question.
I have a significant amount of experience in this area.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, so then would it be like, since we've moved off of the we'll come back to how the underwear works, but let's talk about how this toilet works. So like, if you have would it be more of like something where you would like lay down into it? So like your stomach, like you would have to fully lay down and then
Yeah.
stick your head in order to go to the bathroom.
No.
No,
I think it's standing.
well, it
I
could
think
be
it's- I think it's
again. It could be
vertical.
standing for men, which is funny because that wouldn't change. But like women would have
I
to
just
fully
think-
lay down to go to the bathroom.
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily
also
true.
brings
I think
a
they just need
whole-
to bend
Like a,
forward and then
No, they could have like one of those like massage chair dealies where it has a cutout for the head, and then you have a cutout for the belly or the asshole.
Yeah, I mean that's
And then there
that's
you go.
essentially what I was
This
saying.
also brings a whole new
Yeah.
new picture to what happens when you have a stomach virus.
Yeah, well, but here's the other thing: if you're having a stomach virus, you can control it all a lot better because all of those things are on the same. Like you could lay down, be shitting, and then you could also vomit and piss out of the same area. So it's all like controlled. Okay, so here I have a question for you: is it like a body-shaped form with just like a gigantic toilet? So like you just lay into it like a tanning bed and then shit and piss? Well, I mean, we would have to think. We would have to
just
think
sounds like
about
you're gonna
like
get yourself really-
how grooming would have to change too, right?
I mean, I guess it would have to be like a fucking bidet because that'd be the only way you could not have shit all over yourself. Like it would have to. You'd have to sit
Yeah.
there and get your ass wet every time you.
Or
went to
what
the
if it was
bathroom.
like more like a breast pump where you just like you put the pump on here and you just went glug, 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 and it just sucked all of the shit and piss out. Because here's the thing: if
I
you,
would definitely not like using public urinals anymore after that.
but here's the thing: because if you had to do a lay
Yeah,
down
it'd be rough.
service,
It would keep people from taking too long.
Yes, it would. So if you had to lay down into like a toilet thing, bidet, tanning bed, you would have to like fully disrobe. So like a bathroom break would take probably twice as long as it does now.
Well, I do that anyways.
You fully disrobe?
You guys don't fully disrobe when you go to the bathroom?
Nope.
No.
Even
But
when I
thanks
use
for
the urinal.
sharing. Even- Zinger.
I have a degree.
I have a degree in chemistry.
It's more hygienic, trust me.
That's more hygienic.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, that's assuming you aim well. Shit could go awry.
Yeah, what if you just walked into a clean room and you just did your thing and then like you got like pressure hosed off? Like what if when you went to the bathroom, like you strip down and you go on a conveyor belt and you just like piss and shit everywhere and then you get cleaned on the way out and then you get back into your clothes?
I mean, I feel great. It'd be a lot cleaner.
How does that work? Even at home?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like Shawshank where they just like
A car wash?
powder you with
Car
delousing.
wash for people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you're just fucking hosed off like a dog, and then covered in like every whatever. I don't know how many times a day people go to the bathroom, but like 3 times a day you're getting super clean
I guess it
for
depends on whether
doing
you had
something
coffee or
really
not.
dirty.
I feel like BO would- overall.
That's true.
That would be true.
Forced hygienics on the general public?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to the bathroom, you're getting fucking hosed down. And then I guess, obviously some kind of deodorant or something would have to be applied, so throw some freaking powder at you, I guess.
Okay, so I have a
Okay.
question.
All right. But, okay.
Okay,
You first.
Sorry, I have one question. So if our asshole is on the front of our bodies at our belly button, does that mean we have butt cheeks on our stomach?
Thank you. That was exactly what I was just going to ask.
Okay. And does that mean you would have 6-pack abs on your butt?
So I was going to be like, with our ass now in our stomachs, do we even need ass cheeks?
What do you think the fashion and like lingerie looks like for like an ass on your stomach and a penis and vagina on your head?
Nothing attractive, that's for sure. I mean, you pretty much wear a fucking hat. to
Is it
cover-
like an upside down? Is it like putting a thong over your head and then like your eyes come out the thong?
I'm picturing cone heads. I'm picturing cone heads. That's exactly what I'm picturing.
Really? I'm picturing it as if I put a plunger on my head.
I mean, yeah. I mean, other, the baseball cup is also another potential,
Yeah, like how
Fashion
it would affect
statement
the
up
world,
there.
man.
because now it's more exposed
We'd have to
to the
we'd
elements
have to
where
rewrite
where,
history.
at least below, like it's protected by like your legs on both sides, but up here you have no protection.
Yeah.
Like like it's out there, so I think you need a cup on it, so that this way if something falls off of a shelf, it hits you in the head and like you're not.
Okay, another question.
I'm just gonna plug, this is why we should not interact with aliens, because that's the only way this is gonna happen.
Okay, I have another important question. So like for a guy, are the like if the penis is here, do the testicles come down or do they go back like a nice little top knot?
I think they go down. I think they droop down.
Like what happens when you're like, how like balls sag? So like when you get to 80, do they just like cover your eyes?
Nah, because I feel like if we have
You gotta, like, pick 'em up?
the underwear that we're anticipating, I think that underwear ends up like covering that and then like keeping it up in this area. But I think that they do eventually sag. So if you didn't wear it, they would probably like drip in front of your eyes. So it's just like, you can't see.
True. So what if it was like?
It's usually tiny.
What if it was like? Okay, so now we've made it full circle back to underwear. Okay, so now would it be like a headband that has like 2 egg cups? Like the crate for the egg. So like you can put your 2 testicles in the egg holder on that, and then there's like a little slit, and you can put your little peener in the slit so that it like makes a little emblem on your head.
No, I think it ends up being more like a baseball cap. Like have you ever worn like the baseball like underwear?
You mean
like
a jock strap?
The cup.
You mean a jock strap?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know what it's called.
It's called a jock strap.
Sure. I figured I thought a jock strap was something else, but that's fine.
What did you think a jock strap was?
I thought it was just a form of underwear. I clearly don't care enough about, what's worn underneath too much.
Yeah, you just care about what's underneath. Ayo!
What? No.
I was just joking.
I'm just picturing that cup, like, up there, and then the jock strap for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking, like a form of a jock strap that maybe looks a little more stylish than that. And then like every hat, and then it's like covered in like inside of like a hat or something, or the hat is part of it. I don't know.
Okay,
that's kind of what I picture when I think of that.
Okay, well, we're I think we've talked enough about this. About where penis and balls and dicks
I got actually one more
okay.
Reference to this, because these parts are usually used for more than one thing. What does the baby making process look like in all of this?
Humping like a rhino. Now here's the question: what does sodomy look like?
Where does the baby form? In your head?
No, it goes all the way down.
Okay, but then where is it born from? Because like that is necessary for the birthing process. So how does the baby make its way up there?
Yeah, we don't need to go that far.
Listen, when you move parts of the body, this is what you have to consider.
Yeah, it comes out the mouth. Okay. With that said, I think we've gone way off topic, and I loved every minute of it. I'm glad we've figured out the craziness of what this is.
So thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thank you for our silliness.
Hey,
Jimmy! Thanks for listening to Hey Jimmy. Big shout out to Anthony Morantz for our voiceover, Skane Music for creating our intro, and Sergio Duarte for creating our cover. All artists can be found on the freelance platform Fiverr. You can catch Hey Jimmy every week on all major streaming platforms.